in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and welcome to the first TI8, or Road to TI8 cast. We're getting a little bit of an all-pick game here. Take a look around the horn as we've got Frosty on the Crystal Maiden, followed by Carl the Genie Sagan on Bounty Hunter, Non-Fat Ninja Hell on the Legion Commander, Puck played by Garrido, and finally Medusa, Bounty Rune. He's playing that. Medusa needs those bounty runes. On the other side, Rain Scale will be on the Arc Warding, Jen's on the Dark Willow. Then you've got a Pudge player, Spector. And then you've got Illusion with the Venge. And then finally, with the Pangolier, the Dirty Pangolier player, as they've got both new heroes on their side, pay-to-win player, which I feel as though that is your pay-to-win hero. So, we'll take a look at how these lanes are going to be forming. Of course, this is an all-pick. I don't exactly know the skill level of all of these players, but let's take a quick look as this profile begins to load for Gens. Maybe he's not the most, the highest ranked player in this game, but it's not, it's not loading up for me, so I guess we'll just have to guess based on their play. But you've got the Bramble Maze coming out on Frosty's little Spectator here. The Magic Missile hitting on Frosty. This could be first blood going their way. They've got 2 bounty runes for the Radiant side, 1 for the Dire. So right now they're at a disadvantage, and coming in with the Rot, looking for the first blood under the tower. 1 more hit will be Spectator getting first blood onto Frosty. So right away, we see that advantage for the Radiant side, and it's 1-0 already. So let's see how these lanes really start to match up. You've got Pudge, who's full health, still continuing to limp here. Don't know if that's a bugged animation or if that's how he's supposed to be. I don't think that's how he's supposed to be, and yeah, as you can tell, he gets right back upright. We've got Medusa in a safe lane with Crystal Maiden, and then a tri-lane here of Dark Willow, Pudge, and the Venge. I assume Venge might be in the core position. Again, all pick, you never know. But Arc Warden over mid against the Puck, and then bottom is Pangolier against this Legion. So we'll take a look as, for right now, Arc Warden and Puck pretty even. Pangolier 2-1, Medusa 1-1. Getting heavily zoned out, it seems like, and sitting back probably a little bit further than needed, because this is a Pudge without Hook. So I don't exactly understand, but over mid. This is Arc Warding going down to the Puck. I gotta be more on that. This is the first game cast for this TI8, or hoping to get to TI8 run, and one of those things that does suffer from myself is the camera work. And I feel like in an all-pick game where anything can happen, everything's ridiculous, you gotta be on the mark with it, because kills will just all of a sudden happen. But Frosty hits the Bramble Maze. Then you got a Shadow Walk Shuriken from the Bounty Hunter, which is an interesting one too. Usually you do go with that Shadow Walk into the Janata, then the Shuriken toss, but this Bounty Hunter choosing to do otherwise, and heads up top. So it's going to be a tri-lane now for the Dire, as roaming over towards mid will be Spectator, now having that level 1 hook, has the Invis, which might be nice to get the kill on Garrido, who's already quite low over mid, so he's got to be careful. Eats that Tango, and we'll see where this Pudge goes. I really want to watch him with this Invis still limping away. I don't understand what his deal is, but let's take a look as Garrido getting got on by this Arc Warden, maybe trying to back up a bit, but the Illusory Orb at the Arc Warden, not knowing the Pudge is there, and the hook comes in, and Spectator will get the kill on Garrido, now 2-1. As they did lose that Arc Warden over mid, they got first blood on Frosty, and now they get the second kill, which is taking care of Garrido over mid. For right now, the Dire do have a little bit of a lead. 10-4 is that Pangolier, 10-4 is the Legion, and then 10 West hits. Also for the Medusa, so West hits in the lanes that aren't mid are a bit even. I would say late game would work good for the Medusa. Ooh, running over towards the bottom lane. Pay to win is just chased by non-fat Ninja Hell and runs under tower, ends up dying. Meanwhile, We also do lose the Venge over top. So one kill happens over top, another kill happens over bottom. This ain't PGL. I don't have that dual lane split screen nonsense. Wish I did, but I don't. But, okay, you're going to try and get out, but the Magic Missile stops that TP. Bounty Runner in a lot of trouble. The chase is on with the Dark Willow Pudge as well as the Venge coming on over, but they've got 3 heroes here. They'll take out the Dark Willow. They'll lose the Medusa. Ends up being a 1-for-1 split, and not really a beneficial one if you're the Dire. Meanwhile, pay-to-win player is all the way back at base, going to heal up at the well. And it's 4-3, but still, again, a bit even. A Spectator does hook that bounty rune and grabs it. Gets 2 bounty runes, in fact. So we'll take a look. Is Dark Willow back in the lane? We'll see what he's able to do. And take a look at all these lanes as a TP is coming back over mid. Pudge looking for Garrido, I assume, or just trying to take the XP while this Arc Warden is Adeline and over bottom going for non-fat Ninja Hell. Tries to get the kill, but not enough damage there. It will end up going towards a creep, so unfortunately, you don't get that Spark Wraith to hit onto the Legion Commander. You will get a kill onto the Bounty Hunter, who is way too ambitious in where he's at in this lane against both the Arc Warden as well as the Pangolier. So just kind of feeding a kill away, and all of a sudden it's 5-3. So 5 minutes into this game, it's 5-3, a bit of a bloodbath so far, and I try to stay away from all the stats that were involved in this game. Didn't look at anything, so everything will in fact be new to me. Let's take a look at the net worth, the XP, as well as the win probability, which is, of course, that Dota Plus feature. Not sponsored, by the way. And let's take a look. Garrido over mid here with Carl the Genie Sagan. Ooh, Legion Commander over bottom. Again, in a little bit of trouble. His pay to win is over here. Trying to kill off the Legion, who is using the overwhelming odds as well as press the attack to try and clean up the Pango, but just not enough. And Pango, with that 9 armor, is able to sustain himself quite well. Goes with that first item bottle. And we'll pick up that bounty rune to get those 2 nice bottle charges back up. And why pick up a bounty? You do have yourself the nice regen, but over mid, Rain Scale in a little bit of trouble. He's locked in with this Dream Coil. Garrido trying to go through. Pay-to-win player. Nicely done with a swashbuckle. Arc Warden still not dead. The Spark Wraith doesn't hit onto this puck, but they end up turning it around, and Pangolier, again, right place, right time. 3-0-0, getting that kill on the Bounty Hunter. So Bounty Hunter again, invis, looks over at the Venge, the Magic Missile sent, blocks the hook. That probably would have killed Frosty, but the chase is on still with the Rot. Frosty turns back, not in an advised move, as he's locked in the Bramble Maze and killed off in what seems to be easy fashion. Ooh, Bounty looking for a kill there, possibly on the Pudge, continuing to go on forward with the Shuriken toss, the hook to get the Dark Willow closer. And Venge is still here with a wave of terror pushing back the Bounty Hunter, so I think, but he's been on a rampant run towards the other side of the map.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So 7-3. As meanwhile over bottom, the duel is there from the Legion Commander. You take a look, Pango. Such a hard hero to kill, and has already used that Rolling Thunder, but with the Swashbuckle, as well as the Heart Piercer, slows up non-fat Ninja Hell. Swashbuckle won't be up in time, and Legion Commander will be able to just walk away. But that's Legion using duel, not getting dual damage. Again, trying to kill this Pangolier, who has 9 armor. And Pangolier going the Treads triple Javelin build. And over mid, Dream Coil comes out on Rain Scale. Garrido trying to get the kill. There's the Spark Wraith. That'll hit on Garrido, but it's not going to keep Rain Scale alive. Ends up killing up, ends up killing up the Arc Warden as over top. If I didn't stumble on that sentence, maybe I would have seen it, but the duel comes out under this top lane. Will finally kill off Dark Willow. Magic Missile not available in time, as I assume it was used to get the kill on the Medusa. 8-5 in favor of the Radiant. with all these kills, you'd think that maybe someone would have a little bit of a lead, but it's still under 1,000 net worth lead. Pango still not in trouble as he gets the swashbuckle up to the top of this little cliff area. Uses that rolling thunder, bouncing off the stairs, locked in. Using that shield crash to try and lock in the bounty hunter. Swashbuckle as well to get the kill. And bounty hunter's dead again. And Garrido, all of a sudden you need to walk away as you're locked in, rooted up, but illusory orb to the low ground will find himself a bit of an escape.
Top is missing.
So 9 to 5, and about 9 minutes in, let's take a look at the net worth. 3,000, 4,000 net worth right now for pay-to-win player. Has those treads, probably going to go into the javelins next. And hold on. So your main right-click is not a TP. It's a divine rapier. Okay. Everybody else's seems to be a TP. But Legion is that cocky. Has a divine rapier set up as the in the TP area. Has 10 dual damage right now, going for the blink as well as the blade man. We'll see how Legion ends up doing as she is sitting third on the net worth. You take a look over the pucks. First on the net worth for the Dire, second on the net worth overall. With 2-0 talismans, 2-1-0. Not a terrible lane, not many last hits, I'd say, for that amount of time in the lane, but ooh. Thought maybe Legion was in a bit of trouble, but looking just for the bounty rune, finds a bounty hunter. Gets the bounty rune as well, and now Cursed Crown comes through. They've got the Wave of Terror. They'll get the kill. Venge finds one. They're looking for more. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side of this fight, the Stone Gaze comes through there. Might look for the duel onto the Dark Willow. As Phase Boots available, should have the range, and there it is. But Pudge with a nice try at a save. Ends up losing and dying anyway, and the dual damage goes to the Legion Commander. Not Fat. Ninja Hell still walks away. Pudge, though, doesn't want to let the Legion slip. Has Hook available, but ends up dying to a bounty rune. Frosty will be the next victim in this fight. Ends up being a 3-for-1, or 3-for-2. I believe Bounty Hunter died earlier in that fight. And it's now 11-8. And a good fight overall for the Dire. So it was a 3-for-2, and we're still here at about under 1,000 net worth lead for the Dire side. No huge lead for either team, and over bottom, Jens is just there to try and deny, but doesn't end up getting the deny. So, you take a look at where this game is kind of going with Pangolier going for the 3 javelins. Not sitting top of the net worth anymore. That actually goes to Garrido, who has 2,200 gold, 2,300 gold saved up. We'll see if that's a Blink Dagger coming out for the puck. Maybe a Yule's would be a nice item here. We'll definitely have to see. As he walks all the way back. Boots of Travel. Okay. So Garrido with the Boots of Travel. An interesting pick. Now 1,000 net worth lead for the Dire side. And 20 dual damage here for the Legion Commander, which will be scaling. And hopefully, you know, if you could get these pickoffs on the Dark Willow, who I think is really your only target at this point in the game. Because Pudge, he'll get stronger, he'll get harder to kill. He's already got 1,080 health. The Venge looked as though it was core Venge, but the farm is not saying the same. Maybe Venge and Dark Willow are your target right now, but you're not killing the Pangolier, especially with 11 armor. And Arc Warden, I don't think you're getting the kill there either. Unless you've got the team around you. So Illusory Orb over mid, thinking about jaunting over, but they've got the Sentry War, the Cursed Crown, as well as the Bramble Maze. Jen's in a lot of trouble, also tracked up, and just breaks the Dream Coil and dies. That's about where that was. They get the kill on the Bounty Hunter, but that's track gold going to Garrido, which is definitely not where you want to be at, giving up that kind of gold. Track gold will boost up the Dire economy, and you take a look at the Radiant where Pango, he's got his javelin, he's top of the net worth for this side, but it just seems as though by himself, I don't know if that's enough. Arc Warden struggling here, does finally have the Midas, also has that Tempest double, so that'll be coming to him soon. That'll boost his gold, and all of a sudden, we've got a DC. Pango is out of the game. And that's important, where he's your top player, but he's back in, he's reconnected. Take a look over bottom, the hook comes in, as well as the Dismember, and now you've got a nice ulti from this Dark Willow to help get the kill, and actually gets the kill with Bedlam. Now you take a look over at Frosty, the Rolling Thunder comes through, that's gonna land, and Venge is gonna try and clean up this Crystal Maiden. Frosty is in a lot of trouble and rotted on down by this punch. A couple of kills going the way of the Radiant side, and all of a sudden, they've brought this game back into their end, and they have a little bit of a net worth lead. A couple of TPs over mid as they look for the Dream Coil on a range scale. They've also got the track. This should definitely end up being a kill for them, as well as the duel. Garrido gets it. Spectator, as well as the rest of this team, are showing themselves, but I don't know if this is the right move. The swap comes in onto the Legion. They've got the Bedlam. The damage is there, as well as the Pangolier coming on through. They've got themselves one. They're looking for more. The Bounty Hunter trying to run away, as well as Garrido with a rod on top of him and the Pangolier there. They'll get themselves a second. Ends up being a 2-for-1 for now. The Shuriken toss all the way to this Pudge, but not doing enough damage. Frosty trying to run. Venge is here. No swap, as that was used on the Legion Commander, but look at that swashbuckle. Look at that damage. Radiant with another kill. And they end up taking 3 for just the Arc Warden. That was very well done. It looked like an ambitious play coming out from the Radiant, where they just were running in, but to put the swap as well as the stun onto the Legion Commander and have Bedlam just do that kind of work where, you know, Dark Willow, once having that Bedlam, I think level 1 does 900 damage full duration. Something along those lines. It's an absolute travesty. So, with that, it's all of a sudden 18-10. And it's a 1,000 net worth lead for the Radiant 16 minutes into this game. Pango will be spotted. Almost like he's disconnected, but he's not. Waning Rift silences him up. Not down 2-0 just yet. Now in a little bit of trouble. The Venge is here, as well as the Legion. Shield Crash not going to do enough. The swap won't as well. But Pango still alive. Finally falls, and no dual damage for the Legion Commander, but they'll end up getting the kill anyway. Now they look over the Pudge. They're looking for a second one. Silence up by the Waning Rift. Illusory Orb, and the damage is there to get the kill. 18-12. 2 kills there for the Dire. And I think they were tracked up, because this gold completely goes over to the Dire side. So, 18-12, and let's take a look at 1,000 net worth lead for the Dire side. This is such a greedy build by the Puck. Got Boots of Travel as well as the Midas.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the Puck, with a team that does have the lead, can be working, I feel like, better with maybe a Yules.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Medusa trying to farm the track on 2 of these heroes, so they know where they are. They know they're on the high ground, but doesn't seem to be deterring this Radiant side that much. Illusory Orb comes on through. There's the Spark Wraith into the trees. Will hit on the Bounty Hunter, slows him up, but no chase coming out from the Radiant just yet. Is over bottom. Let's take a look. Legion pushing him pretty hard. So 18-12, still an even game, and you take a look at the net worth, it's been about 1.5 thousand is the most for either side. The XP is in favor of the Dire by about 2,000, but the Radiant, still a 75% chance to win. That graph hasn't really changed too much despite what's going on in this game. But Blink Blade Mail available. Frosty might want to go in with the ult, but he's only level 5. But they've got a bounty rune here. They'll get the kill. They'll get the dual damage. And all of a sudden, Legion Commander with 44 dual damage and about to have that Blade Mail. It's very important here as Legion Commander is starting to scale up and gets that Blade Mail, then looking for the BKB. If you could find a duel like that and Frosty has 6 and uses the ult, you'll probably get the duel every single time in a pickoff in that situation. It all comes down to the team fight, which I do believe the Dire have the advantage on. Just by a bit, though. They've got Dreamcoil to work with. Ooh, Hook comes in, but now in a lot of trouble is this Pudge. The Dismember comes out, and the kill will be there with the ulti from Frosty. So, no duel there. 2,000 net worth lead was on about 5 seconds more of cooldown, but Legion Commander now looking again with the Blade Mail. You can see how he attacks this every single time. Still moving on forward, has the track. There's the shield crash. Not looking for a duel in that situation, as all of a sudden giving up some dual damage to, or it looked like it seemed as though he gave up dual damage to the Pangolier. And all of a sudden, you lose the Crystal Maiden as well. You get the kill on the Venge, but that does not go the way you want it. Was that duel on the Pango, or was it on the Venge? It was on the Venge. Looked like it was on the Pango for a second. But 14 dual damage for the Venge as the Arc Warding comes in and really does help with that magnetic field.
Precious bounty.
Bargain hunting.
So 3 javelins here for the Pangolier. Probably move that into a Basher eventually. Maelstrom for the Arc Warden, again with that Tempest double, trying to use that Midas on cooldown, get that Midas to come through, and we'll take a look at what the Dire have. This Medusa's been farming quite a bit as the Manta style finally finished off, and Medusa finding quite a bit of farm. Third on the net worth. Ooh, Blink forward with the Blade Mail, has the duel on the Pudge. Is it enough time? Yes, it is. 58 dual damage for the Legion Commander. Might be a reason he's got that Divine Rapier here. Unless it's a bug. And I'm kind of being a jerk. Making fun of him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So. Blade Mail finished, BKB. That's the next item. You take a look at the puck. Who has that Midas, goes to the Blink Dagger next, which is honestly no surprise. But going into the Axe, and that's to make sure that even with the BKBs that they can't really run away. But let's take a look. Who's got a BKB? Nobody. I mean, obviously that does, you know, lock it in for the late game as over mid, another dual win. Non-Fat Ninja Hell gets the kill on the Dark Willow. Like I said, he's going to be a huge target here. 4,000 net worth lead, 22 minutes into this game. And let's take a look over bottom. Maybe going to get a chase coming through. Garrido, he does have Dreamcoil to work with. The Illusory Orb not going to jaunt to it. Rolling Thunder away is the Pango.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
TP out. They're gone. Well, 20 to 18. 72 dual damage 22 minutes into the game. That's a lot for a Legion. Hitting for 228. You want this game to go very late for the Radiant side. You want that Orc Warden to be so strong that him and the Tempest double can maybe rack, can push, can fight. And that does come with time, and Arc Warden does need a lot of time. The thing that I wonder about is the Arc Warden the only thing that they've got going? Like, Pangolier, he's got his 3 javelins, but what's he gonna do come late game? You know, we'll see if maybe we see the puck get a Hex. That would be nice, saving up all this gold. There's Oop. Blade Mail pops, looking for the duel, does find it. Illusory Orb as well as the trap will get the kill. So non-fat Ninja Hell, 5, 4, and 8. 86 dual damage, and it's just getting worse and worse as time goes by as they continue to lock in these duels. Because it doesn't seem as though they're making up the net worth on any of these heroes. Like the Arc Warden, he's got the Maelstrom, but don't you want to be pushing out 2 lanes here? You want to throw the Tempest double over top, boosted travel, push this out while you push out the bottom lane? Try and make it difficult for the Dire side to push in and continue to just run at you. Mask of Madness now for the Medusa after the Manta style. So there's the split and the push. Blink Dagger here for the Pangolier, no surprise, but we'll see if he gets that faster next. He could use that Blink in the Rolling Thunder. So Rolling Thunder into the Blink, right on top Shield Crash. That's a way to really close the gap. Problem is, you don't want to take the fight to the Dire at the moment. You want to continue to farm. But with the Dire always lurking, with the Legion Commander, with the Blade Mail, as well as the Blink ready to go with duel at a moment's notice, you struggle to be feeling quite safe. And that's where the warding comes into play, because you do have this ward here, and I can't, apparently in a replay I can't circle that, but that ward is only giving you minimal vision. It gives you vision, yeah, of the Legion and towards the Roche Pit, but that's your only vision that's really offensive. This is defensive, so you're sitting in the jungle, like, yeah, that helps you a little bit, but you don't have anything here. And if you're going to be sitting over towards top, you're continuing to farm, and you want to farm safely, you desperately need that. You desperately need that ward in the jungle that helps you feel safe when trying to farm. Otherwise, you're pushed back on your side of the river, and here it is, another defensive ward. This is a nice one, but it's still a little bit defensive. Spirit Vessel for the Bounty Hunter. Level 2 on that track. Level 13 overall. Has that 25% XP gain, which is where I go, which I do enjoy. But, ooh, Pango over top. Dead he is, like I said. No vision will help this puck get in. Has the Dream Coil as well as the Ags ready to go for it. Going into the Mjolnir next. It's the easy kill on the Pangolier. This one, I almost feel like this is turbo. Plus this game is just going quickly in my head. Puck now level 20. Looks at this Tempest double. Just trying to man-fight it for some reason. Not really worth it in my opinion. Will deny the tower, and we're even at 20, but that is hardly the case in terms of net worth. About 10,000 here for the Dire, 15,000 about for XP, and this is the first time it's really crossed into the Dire side for a percent chance to win, and that is 60-40 now for the Dire. BKB still being built here for the Legion Commander. Has a bit more attack speed. 245 damage for the Legion. Ooh, over top. We spot the Pango again. Still working with 3 Javelins. Going for the Lincoln Sphere next. A very defensive item for a Pangolier. They're starting to really roll in. They're going to look for the Blink. They're going to look for the duel. They've got the Blade Mail. They look over at the Venge, get the duel, and Magnetic Fields helping a little bit, but the Dream Coil comes out on 2. There's the Shield Crash with the Rolling Thunder. Legion in so much trouble. Down goes the Legion. 1 for 1 so far. Curse Crown on Garrido, but with the Illusory Orb, able to make some distance for now. But the Blink Decker just in time for Garrido. You look over at the Bounty Hunter, the Pendulum's in, and the Pendulum gets the kill. They'll take out 2, and they lose 1. So Garrido just getting away. Ends up being a 2 for 1. Legion goes down. That's a big kill for the Radiant. Slows down that BKB, and they almost kill off Garrido, sends him back, and what we really haven't seen is Medusa looking to fight, but that's fine for the Dire. They've been doing a good job without the Medusa, 3, 2, and 4, but almost 300 last hits. almost with the butterfly, with the Mask of Madness. Once he has that butterfly, he'll be ready to fight with his team, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them roll around as 5. But they have to work these fights a little bit better. The fight was sloppy from them over top, and despite not having the Medusa, they should be able to win a fight like that. Instead, the Bramble Maze comes out, the Terrorize, the damage is there, and the Dyers start to get beat up a little bit, and they end up falling and losing 2 of their heroes. The Venge, not a lot of great farm, sitting here, 6,200 net worth, 3,000 behind the Legion Commander in terms of offlaners, and has the Solar Crest looking for the Heaven's Halberd, but not a lot of farm. You take a look at the 2 heroes that do have farm for the Radiant, which is the Arc Warden, which is no surprise with that Midas. The Tempest Double has the Maelstrom now going into an Orchid, and then the Pangolier, again, still going for that Lincoln Sphere. So, Blink Dagger here for the Crystal Maiden. Saving all the gold for that. Press the attack. Blade Mail. Woo! Glimmer Cape saving the Venge. Bramble Maze. Navigated. Okay. Wave of Terror comes out. Garrido's here. They might look for something. Illusory Orb. Jaunting to it. No. And there's the Butterfly for Medusa. I would say now is the time for Medusa to work. Especially with the team. Now that you've got Stone Gaze level 3. Satanic's coming in next. Things are coming up Millhouse for you if you're the Dyer and you're looking good 30 minutes into this game. Legion, poking, prodding, looking, Blade Mail, Glimmer Cape again! Gets the save, the Yules will come through onto the puck, they've got the Terrorize, but with the Bramble Maze, they're still locked in. So the Dyer are looking to find a kill somewhere. They start to push forward on this tier 2 tower. Again, they've got the Medusa just to continue to push. About to hit level 20. Garrido, not with the team. Over top dies to the Pangolier, but again, over bottom is what I was looking at as the duel comes through. They've got the ulti from Frosty. That'll take out 2 of these heroes. It takes out 3! Frosty looking so good here. Might lose his life for it. The Illusions end up popping, but 3 kills, no buyback. All thank you to Frosty. The duel comes in, and I'm pretty sure they got the duel damage as well. And actually, in fact, they did it. 86 duel damage, still for the Legion Commander, but Frosty with the triple kill. Nicely placed ult. I wish I had a Crystal Maiden drop a freezing field like that for my team. Press the attack on a Bounty Rune. Pushing the tier 3, looking for the high ground, and let's see if they're able to pull this off. Rolling Thunder sounds like it's getting charged up, but they won't chase. And they will back off. They don't have that puck for another 20 seconds, and they don't want the puck buying back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still just taunting that Rolling Thunder.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So they lose the mid-tier 1. Take a look at this Bounty Hunter. Doing his job, really. And his team has an 11,000 net worth lead. They look very good at the moment. Pangolier has the Lincolns finished off. We'll see how much that really does help. And still going for the Orchid is the Arc Warden. Just about finished with that and does pick up the last piece.
Come in handy.
Mjolnir for the puck. Not sure how much I like that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Unless we see the Dream Coil rapid fire, then I'll appreciate it. Especially with the Ags, that might be the move. Venge.
Dire are
Still
scanning.
saving up for that halberd. And Medusa almost has the Satanic. So has the Reaver sitting nice and pretty with about 1,600 health, 1,600 mana. Or at least max mana pool. And you take a look at the Legion Commander, who's been the saving grace for this team. Finishes off the BKB. looking real nice right now in terms of net worth. Sitting only with 10,000, but has made probably the best use of the net worth so far, I'd say. Top of the net worth is the Puck. Finishes off the Mjolnir. Again, I want to see if that Stream Coil rapid fire and how this works out. But 34 minutes into the game, 10,000 net worth lead. They look like they're sitting pretty right now, and I would say the only real struggle for them is just to pull through this Arc Warden, because he's going to try and rat this out at this point, or at least he should try to. You know, behind this much, your tier 3 taking a little bit of damage, you cannot continue to just sit here and wait, because the Dire do have the power to just take it to you. I like to see the Dire go for Roche. They have the damage for it. And they definitely, you know, they have what they need to take a Roche on. First Roche, they could use this Aegis. Both teams could use this Aegis, realistically. Rod of Alley 2000. Finished off for the Pudge. A little bit of rooting power there. Lincoln's next for the Puck. Medusa Satanic finished. Going for the Skadi. So very farmed up is this Medusa. And honestly, ready to go. Take a look over bottom. This is just the Tempest double. There's the shield crash onto two of these heroes. The stun is quite big with the root coming through from the Rod of Atos down. The Bramble Maze in a lot of trouble are both these heroes. The BKB with the Dismember comes through it, terrorizes Throne, pushing back Frosty. They won't get the dual damage, and the BKB is about to wear off, has the Blade Mail. Frosty goes down. That's going to be 2 dead on the side of the Dire. They're looking for more, but the Dream Coil only onto 1, not doing enough. Medusa is doing the damage as well as the Puck, but they've lost a little bit here that they probably didn't need to. They keep their 3 cores alive for now, and as I say that, Legion getting low, dropping to the Tempest double. Why take that fight? And now you end up losing 3, possibly more, with this Puck getting low, silenced up, Curse Crown, triple kill for the Arc Warden, pulling it all the way back for this Radiant side. That's the kind of fight they need, and that's the kind of fight that Pango makes for them. With the blinking, with the shield crash, rolling thunder. It's just absolutely nuts. Wouldn't mind that Arcane Rune. And with that fight, let's take a look at the win probability. Because 7,000 net worth, apparently, to win probability only means you have a 58% chance of winning. And I understand that with an Arc Warden and a Pango in the game, but to me, I'd say the Dire would, I think, are further than 7,000 net worth in the lead. That last fight wasn't very convincing, and now the MKB is here for Pango, but it looked really good for them if they could put it all together. That fight was a little sloppy from the Dire side, not really communicated too well, and it kind of fell apart, especially with that blinking, with the shield crash rolling thunder. It seemed to just mess up what Dire were thinking. And I don't know if the move is to 1v1 this Tempest double. Because realistically, Arc Warding level 25, top of the net worth, has enough farm to beat you at your own game. And now has the Mjolnir ready to go. So, Medusa,
Dire are scanning.
say needs this Scotty, maybe needs to go all out and throw a Divine Rapier in there. Let's take a look. Pangolier now, the Diffusal Blade, a very interesting all over the place build from the Pangolier. A little bit defensive, offensive with the MKB and the Basher. Oop. Blade Mail, blinking, there's the duel, and there's the kill. Dual damage as they take out the Dark Willow. The Glimmer Cape keeps the Venge alive, but there's the track, and Magic Missile onto this Crystal Maiden. They're actually looking for this Pudge with the Illusory Orb forward. Rod of Atos locks down the Legion Commander. For now, they take out the Venge off camera. Still continuing to chase. There's the Yules coming out. And nobody coming over to save this Pudge. He is more than dead. get 3 kills, and that puts the Dire back into the driver's seat of this game. Gordon trying to push over top while Dire sit here bottom. Ooh, mid. Bounty room. Hit by the Rolling Thunder again. Round and round he goes. They should be able to take this tier 2. No buyback from these 3 heroes. But again, your mission seems to be, I would say, take out the Arc Warden or the Pango, the only heroes that are really holding it back. So only one more outer tower remains for the Radiant side, down 12,000 net worth 40 minutes into this game. Level 25 for Garrido, Rapid Fire, Dream Coil, there it is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I am excited to see that. I've actually never in a pro game seen that. So, I'm hoping. Two heroes here from the Radiant. Frosty. Oh, Glimmer Cape, track onto the Venge. Dust comes through. There's the swap. Actually misses the hook. Now the Magic Missile hits. They've got the Stone Gaze. That's going to come through. They're looking to get a couple of kills here. Looking for the Terrorize with the duel on the back lines. Onto the Venge. They'll get themselves one. Looking for more. Terrorize is not going to be hitting onto the Legion Commander who has that BKB getting used. Looking like they'll take out the Medusa, but there's the Satanic getting all that health back in. Looking to kill off this Arc Warden, but the Pango's damage is too much. Finally, they take out the Arc Warden. They're looking for the Pango, but now Legion falls. Pango's damage is enough to help get the kill, and I think the Tempest double was there as well. And buying back is the Arc Warden. I feel as though that is a touch unnecessary, but as I say that, Puck is taking your bottom set of racks. Janata, I don't know what Carl the Genie Sagan is doing, but Garrido trying to make something happen. Again, the Tempest double gets the kill. And they're looking for a full team wipe here. Double Force Staff. They need the dust. They have the Sentry. Oh boy. But no vision. Arc Warden really holding the game, I'd say, a bit together, but they've lost their half racks over bottom. The range racks was what went down, and now down 15,000 net worth 41 minutes into this game. And no push really coming out from the Radiant after that buyback. It looks as though the Dire, if they could get themselves in Aegis, should find themselves in a really good spot. But we'll see. Has to all come together. I would say even with an Aegis, the Radiant could win this game. Especially if it's on the Arc Warden. That or the Pango. The Pango's been doing so much damage, it seems like.
Double time.
Over bottom, gotta watch out. Lincoln's popped. There's the slow Rolling Thunder. And BKB there by the Legion, but still looking for him. Out of the Rolling Thunder is the duel, and no Blade Mail making this fight a little bit harder. Swashbuckle keeping him far enough away, but the ulti from Frosty will help get that kill. See, I don't like this. I can move when I have it over this. But the second I click off, it's gone. I don't want that fixed. But you look at the damage, mainly done by the Legion. A lot of damage done there from the Crystal Maiden. Even on the physical and magical. And Pango just unable to hold that. And from there, you gotta wonder, do they push to force the buyback from the Pango? I feel as though they need that. And if they can force that buyback, then Arc Warden as well as the Pango here don't have buyback. And this game gets a lot harder for the Radiant. They're down 20,000 net worth. They have a 24% chance still to win this game. Somehow. I don't know what the algorithm is, but if I was down 20,000 net worth and still had a 24% chance to win this game, I'd play every game till the end.
Radiant's top
So
tower
let's take a look. They're pressuring top. They're pressuring bottom. Creeps also coming in over mid.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Lost the top tier 2. No more outer towers are here for the Radiant, but that is, of course, been the case.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Or was going to be the case for quite some time. Sells the Midas.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Let's see, over bottom, Cursed Crown. He'll take out Carl the Genie Sagan.
Has fallen.
They get the Bounty Hunter kill, did for 83 seconds, no buyback. And again, I'd say take Roche, and there it is. Finally, the first Aegis coming out. Should be for the Dire side. Nobody from the Radiant will be here in time, and Frosty should not take this. This is a public, so don't be surprised. So now you got 2 lives here for Medusa. At this point, the Dire can almost just run at you and put you in a lot of trouble. Bottom the duel comes out. 140 duel damage for this Legion Commander, hitting for 356. Oop, hook hits the Medusa. Now they've got the Dismember as well as the Stone Gaze coming out. They actually don't hit the Dismember. And this damage is a lot, but the Terrorize pushes them back for a moment with the Stone Gaze. Medusa looking the other way. So no Stone Gaze for 80 seconds. Press the attack onto the catapult, and shield crash comes in. Heart Piercer used. Bounty Rune in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't have that Satanic for 15 seconds, but the Pangolier getting quite low. Has to run away. Just gets out. That's huge, as now the Medusa, too deep, loses the first life. But here comes the Dream Coil and the Rapid Fire. Let's see if it's enough. It doesn't really seem to do too much. BKB pop by the Legion, looking for the duel. Gets the Arc Warden and gets the kill. No Arc Warden for 2 minutes. That's one of the big damage dealers that you need to get out of this game, but Medusa in so much trouble. There's the shield crash. The style is there and staying alive for now. The Satanic back up and back to full health. They'll take out the Venge, the buyback from the Pango. Huck trying to get away. Pango in. There's the hook. There's the Dismember. Takes out the Legion. Looking for more is this Pangolier. Just trying to keep this game alive. Swashbuckle. Heart Piercer, a lot of trouble with the Cursed Crown. And this is looking like a dead Medusa, but not before he takes the tier 3. Still alive for now. The Terrorize comes out, bashed up. Bedlam comes in, gets the kill. Medusa gone, immediately buying back. Carl the Genie Sagan, he's trying to run, but Pango is here, ready to go. Swashbuckle misses. And he ends up staying alive. They lose this mid-tier 3. Their bottom set of racks are gone, and the creeps are knocking on the door of the tier 4s. So this game, 23,000 net worth in the favor of the Dire, but it almost looks as though it's on the edge. Like, yeah, it needed 2 lives from Pango, but in the right spots, he just does so much damage, especially with that Heart Piercer. Just absolutely devastating onto this Dire team. Medusa here, the Lincoln's pop, the chase is on. Pango forced to run away.
New treasures.
Fusel Blade picked up here by the Pangolier, so Now going for the Abyssal Blade, trying to finish that off with the Basher. Roche is not up for a long time, and I don't know if the Dire want to risk it that much. So let's see what they choose to do. Is it seems like it's upper 20s for just about everybody. The Venge far behind. This Venge has not had a great game. Bottom of the net worth somehow, behind the Dark Willow, behind the Pudge, and this was an off-lane Venge, just letting the rest of the team handle it, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be top of the net worth as long as you get it done. With the swap or the magic missile, doing enough to just help your team. Pango. I don't know if I want to be standing there if I were you. You've got 3 euros here. Puck over mid, so you know the Dream Coil is not coming out. But Frosty around. Oop. Rod of Aetos locks him in for a moment. Nothing doing just yet. 3 euros for the Dire over top, and they're trying to defend this last tier 3 tower. See what they can do, but Dire aren't really forcing the issue too much. Without the Aegis, this is a little bit of a risky play. We take a look at their buybacks. I mean, Medusa's gone if the Medusa ends up dropping. Hook comes in a little bit short. Pango still looking for that Abyssal Blade as the diffusal. We'll see if that's enough over mid Garrido for just a moment. Puts a little chip damage on the mid set of racks. Let's see what they're able to do. Just trying to posture, keep the Radiant inside their base, who aren't exactly finding the most farm. Arc Guardian looking for the Hex. These hooks continually coming out. No Ags, no Aether Lens for this Pudge, which I would say he could use to get these hooks out over towards this cliff. Desolator next for the Legion Commander, surprisingly. Again, I take a look at this and hope. But oops, shield crash all of a sudden, Garrido gone. Garrido gone for 100 seconds. No buyback. There's the swap on the Medusa. Like I said, already bought back. The Dismember comes through, and the Arc Ward is doing enough damage with the Terrorize coming out. They get the kill! Are you kidding me right now? They've taken out 2. They're looking for 3. Carl the Genie's taken. He's going to be gone as well with no buyback. The 3-2-2 is real. This is devastating if you're the Dire side. Denying that mid-tier 4, but the push, it is on, and you have over a minute to work with no Medusa. This might just be it. They have a tier 2 standing as well as a tier 2 standing over bottom. I guess the game plan at this point is take the tier 2, take the tier 3, and roll the Ancient. The puck comes in with the buyback, but we'll see if that's even enough. Again, you've got such a farmed Arc Warding. This has gone from almost 25,000 to 12,000 net worth lead and falling out of the Dire's favor as they look over towards Roshan, still not up for at least 30 seconds, but the double damage for the Pangolier. They sit back for just a moment, and I almost thought this was their opportunity to, I would say, take a tier 3. No Medusa. Why not? You don't have to worry about that Stone Gaze. Venge taken out in the jungle. Garrido just pushing in over bottom. But Arc Warden Tempest double is here. Will easily clean up those creeps. Oh, god damn it. Legion Commander gets killed off. I'm not expecting Legion to just be here. This doesn't make sense. I don't understand why you're there. They lose the Legion, and all of a sudden it's now a 10,000 net worth lead. So 39 to 38, 54 minutes into this game. And you gotta wonder where the Dire's plan is. Long respawn time from this Roshan, and Missile Blade finished here for the Pango. I almost feel like they've missed their moment on the Dire side.
Cleaver's edge will never die.
Radiant are scanning.
They've fallen so far from where they once were. That they need a lot of help to sustain this. They're trying to push over bottom, but Arc Warden easily dispatches with those creeps coming in any lane. Medusa going Boots of Travel level 2. I don't know if I agree there either. Are you forced to go Divine on any of these heroes? Who knows? 55 minutes into the game. Both teams just waiting for this last Roche. Dire's sitting on edge here, and let's take a look. Is like I said, that 25% was almost 20%, 19% at this point. They still have a 28% chance of winning, and I'd say they have the damage to win these fights. And they've been winning these fights. Medusa showing mid BKB. There's the duel that'll come through on the Arc Warden gun in just a moment. As buyback, we'll be forced to use it. Let's see if the Dire are able to push through once again. That goes to a 17,000 net worth lead, boosting back up really heavily. And uh-oh. Fudge as well has been found out. He'll fall. 90 seconds with buyback. From there, they smoke up. Garrido showing himself over mid. I would say Pudge needs to buy back here, but he's holding it for as long as he can. Roche back up. There's the buyback.
Whitmore stands.
So popping that Lincoln's with the track is their best shot here to try and get the Pango. They look over at Roche. They need it back in the pit. They need it back in the pit desperately for some reason. Rod of Atos outside the pit. Now they start to hit away at it. And here we go. They move on forward. They're going to look for the Rolling Thunder. They move on forward. They're looking for the kill. The Shield Crash comes down to the Crystal Maiden as well as Garrido in a little bit of trouble with the bench on the front lines. Now moving forward is Frosty with the ult, trying to get the kill. Pudge is on the front lines as well as this Arc Warden Tempest double on the back lines. They're looking for the duel. They're looking for the Pangolier. Now hit with that Ghost Scepter, kept alive by this Dark Willow. They get the kill on the Legion. 4 gone. Triple kill here for the Arc Warden. They all have buyback. They look into Roche. And there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get a little more in this game? And that's what the Dire are saying, as they are now behind. No Aegis available for the Dire, but they look to go for the game. They look to go for the tier 4. There's the Glyph. The TP's back. They're trying to make something happen. They've just fought back. They're trying to make a play at this game. The Terrorize comes through, and now they've got the Shield Crash coming in with their Baron Blaze. Medusa is so low, but he moves that Satanic, ends up dropping down for 2 minutes. Unable to get the tier 4s. They take the mid-set of racks, but that does not look like it's going to be enough. Bounty Hunter comes in, but hey, my Venge has a gem. Not only that, I've got a magic missile, and I will get this kill. Legion looking for the duel, looking for the kill. The magnetic field not doing enough, but the Legion Dismember gone, and that is looking like it. You lose the Medusa, you lose the Legion Commander down for 2 minutes each, and it's looking like they've thrown away a 30,000 net worth lead. Stream Coil with the rapid fire. Cheese eaten. Bashed up, silenced up. Shield crash dead. Pango is unstoppable right now. 12, 7, and 21. Will be able to take this tier 3. You take a look. They don't even have the net worth lead at this moment in time. They will take the tier 3. They go straight to the tier 4 as Frosty just trying to keep his team's hopes alive with this bounty hunter. They try to hold, but it is a long hold that they need to make. Dismember comes out, the damage is there. Down goes this bounty hunter. Frosty's the only one alive with the Glimmer Cape, but the Rolling Thunder comes through, stops the ulti, and it's a full and utter team wipe. And with that, they'll take their first net worth lead of the game. And GG's being called. The Radiant pushing forward. They've exposed the Ancient. Frosty back in the well, but not enough to keep him alive. And this Ancient, it rattles down 2,000, 1,500, 1,000 health, and it will be gone. All of a sudden, the Radiant pull it back. They get the win. They get the game. They finish it off, and it is all over for the Dire. Radiant take the game just about an hour in. Absolutely monstrosity of a throw. Look at this mark here as it finally hits their first net worth lead of the game at the end. Completely throwing away what was a 25,000 net worth lead. And the Dire looks so good, but you gave too much time to the Pango as well as the Arc Ward, and they were able to shred your team, and that is it. The first game of this Road to TI casting requested games is a 25,000 net worth throw. So we'll be back with another game in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break, get us something to drink, and I'll be back in a moment with the next one.